Hey, greetings. It's Susie Q here. Today we're going to be working with the premise called breaking barriers. And, because I was like, I've been traveling a little bit, I've been gone for a while, and I'm back, back here behind this tapestry. I don't know. Anyway, but all of these energies that we're working with right now with breaking barriers is that we want to start dismantling some of these thoughts or constructs or patterns or perpetual loops, so that breaking the barrier is a gigantic agent for a person to say, people, what is it that I have to do to let some stuff go? I've been doing that and that and that, and it's not working. So when we're looking at that breaking barrier, is we're going to see if we can get a little bit more guidance going forward with this video. And I believe that for a lot of us, we've been here a while, right? We're like boots on the ground, here in this earthly school. So we start noticing and we start kind of like reconciling with a few things and just realizing, finally, finally realizing that we don't have to tell all of our stories to other people, or telling the stories of our own lives and repeatedly going through some of your stuff, right? And that's all a great space to be in. But I think now with the quantum energies that we're working with right now, everything is a quickening. The quickening energies are really suggesting that if there's something that you want to do, go. If there's something that you don't want to do, then stop. You stop. And so all of these energies right now are super freaking dynamic, and we are ready. I think this beautiful planetary experience is ready to have another experience of receiving, giving, letting go, or just being. So we're in this beautiful stage and this beautiful consciousness right now with this quantum energy that is freaking big. People think, well, it's just little old me. Well, little old you might just be that beautiful energy being that is broadcasting light and sending it out to either in the sphere that we're on, or to the outer spheres. We start getting more guidance, we get more understanding. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the stories. So some stories don't need to be told. Some stories don't need to be told. So let's just say something happened a number of years ago, and you're still talking about it, you're still thinking about it, you're still processing now. I get it, because sometimes you need to have a practitioner to help process stuff out. Maybe you don't know how to do it. Maybe I don't know how to do it, but I am always pretty adept to just go like, you know what? I start telling a story, but then I need to like shush it up. I'm like, shush it up, shush it up. But the more that we talk about the story and what happened, it's kind of like it's a vocalization piece, or it doesn't even have to be a spoken out loud, but it could be somewhere in your consciousness that you're still kind of looking at some of the stories of your lives. The more that you do that, you get more of that. You get more of that you don't want. And the energy is just like going, no, stop, 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 stop. And then they keep going on with all of the events. But what I really focus on with this is some stories just don't need to be told, is we want to begin to create our stories now. Okay, so let's just say we've been here for a while. I've been here for a while. I don't know. It's been fun. Anyway, so I've had a lot of cuckoo stuff, but now what do I want now? What do I want now that's going to propel me to have better guidance, more access to more gifts? I'm like going over here, I want that, that, and that. It's like an ice cream place, right? I want that ice cream, that one. Or you could just say, I want all of some new energies to come in to support me as right now, as I'm moving forward now. So whatever happened before, it's been processed out, and it's just processed out. I'll just say it's processed out, and here you are in a space of stasis. You could say it's almost like kind of like you're kind of in space, you know, and you're just present, and you're just aware, and you're just awake, and you're presently just being, you know, that sense of space, right? That sense of space is really where we start kind of actually going deeper into a better understanding about what we're here to do right now. What happened before, you know, we've all been, I think I've been a stinker. I think everybody's been a stinker. We've all had boo-boos and uh-ohs and rut-rows and all this. And then we start noticing that, you know what? It's already done. It's already done. Breaking barriers is like just saying it's already done. What else can I do? It's been gone. It's like 30 years ago. Could have been 40 years ago. Could have been, 50 years ago. Who knows? Maybe I was a little baby. little What's good is like little babies maybe hold some energy, but I think they're really adapt right now to just let things go. So working with breaking barriers is really a unique stance or a unique way of processing what is presently in your field now. Like right now, I'm on the video. I've got some silly little notes here. I have a few little notes because sometimes I go squirrel. And then in this present moment, in this quantum field, I was inspired over my trip, had a couple trips, and then I'm inspired to really look at breaking barriers. What does that look like? Do I need to hold on to all the stories of my life? Maybe I talk about, sometimes I do, this is what I do. Sometimes I'm like, well, I'm in a session with you and I'll give you an example about what happened to me. And then why do I need to do that? Why do we need to go back in time? Now, of course, I do a lot of the quantum healing hypnosis technique work, and then of course we have a lot of different lives that come in, past, present, future, concurrent running timelines, as above, so below. And we also work with the Akashic records. You know, the Akashic records are really a great agent of change, because when we look at some of the records, you know, I'm able to pull my own records and I pull other people's records, is that, you know, we start looking at we pull the records. If it's for me or for another person, I'll pull the right record for them, but based on what they're working with, and then we get better guidance. So I think whenever we're looking at some stuff, maybe through the records or through the hypnosis sessions that I do, is that we start kind of accessing the pearls, the wisdom, the life purposes, the lessons in life. We don't have to go in too deep with, you know, well, they did me wrong and then I was a stinker. You know, we don't do any of that, right? But we start noticing that we're able to get more guidance through, it could be through Source, God. I call it the Akashic records, or whatever name it is for you, and whatever that makes sense for you. But the more that we can go into a greater understanding and just knowing that some things right now, you know, it's I've talked about it for so long. It's been my story. It's been my drama. It's been my theater. It's been my stinker situation. You know, when I was wild, I was like a wildcat, you know. We start just acknowledging that it's all gone. And like really at this age that I'm at, I don't even know how old I am. I'm 500 years old. No. Anyway, but I just noticed that some of the stories of my life I don't have any energy on it anymore. It's kind of like I haven't let it go. I haven't released it. I haven't erased it. I haven't dissolved it. It's kind of like, it was kind of like just gone. And like, where did it go? Who cares? It's gone. So a lot of my stories in my lifetime, it's gone. Sometimes again, like, you know, example, you know, I'll say something and then I go, I need to like shush. I need to shush it up, shush it up, shush it up. Because what do I want now? What is on my horizon? What is the next best thing for me to do? What is the next best thing for you to do? What is your next horizon? What is your next creative pursuit? What is your next best engagement with finding a partner? Maybe what is your next beautiful engagement for creating more prosperity in your beautiful life? And some people say it's just all about money, money, money. Well, you know, it could be anything. I mean, think about when we're here on planet, there's a currency. We have a currency. It's all kind of goofy. But we start noticing that when we go into the higher frequencies, is that we kind of go boom, 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 and then we start having better experiences with higher frequencies. And I think a lot of us are kind of working with that right now. It's just not focusing on money, money, money or currency. We're working on raising that vibration up as we're beginning to really let stuff go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And the more that we let go, we go into the higher frequencies and we see what we can get. Because sometimes in the earthly school, some of our imagining or some of our fruitions that we're seeking are just, you could go bigger. You could totally go bigger. You could go bigger, brander, fantastic. You can get all kinds of different states of consciousness when you take some of these words. I work with mostly color. And so when we work with color, we just focus on the vibrancy and the beauty of the color. So, with this, breaking barriers is an opportunity for you to stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. And just start imagining, like right now, especially with your body. When you're working with your beautiful divine body, you have awarenesses and consideration about how you want your body to be. How can you heal yourself? How can you awaken to a new version of you? From every morning, you could wake up and be a different person and feeling lighter in the body, feeling more juicy. It's all about juice. It's all about the juice, the juice. But the more that we kind of work with the healing of the body and just feeling that sense of love through the heart space, a lot of this energy is going to be really working. So breaking barriers is just letting it recede, 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 recede to another place. And then some stories just don't need to be told. They just don't. Sometimes the stories have been there for a while, but they don't have to tell those stories. Make up your own stories now. I am fabulous. I am gorgeous. I am, prosperous in all levels of consciousness, whatever that is for you. All right, so I think we're good for now. It's about breaking barriers, and some stories should never be told. So we'll see you soon, and namaste.